All right, so let's talk about data forms. That data forms is probably one of the more confusing areas here, but that's how you get your leads if you have bulk CSV files, if you have CSV files of all your leads. That's the entry point to get them in. So let's just roll over here. So it's going to be under controls, templates, you have data, and it's going to be your data forms. So the form is, like I mentioned, the entry point of how you get them through. So if you have current CSV files, that top line where it says first name, last name, phone number, email, however you have that spelled out and entered, that's how you have to create it in the data forms. So just to give you an example here, but to go create one, you would just create and then name it whatever you want. And then there's no workspace. And you create, then you go into the actions. And from here, you would create the data form, exactly how that top row would look like on your current CSV files to get it through. And then once you create that, that's when you'd be able to go to leads and download that through. So just to give you an example, so add data field, that's what would be on the form. So let's say first name, and this is really where we're working to get this all streamlined. But let's say your top field for your first name is first underscore name, and it can be case sensitive. So let's say that's how you have it um, on your CSV file, then that's how you're going to want to enter it. Then just put text input, create. Now you have that first line created there, because what's happening, it's when your CSV file is coming through, it's mapping over, so it's going to grab this information exactly how it sees it on your CSV, and you'll be able to transfer, and it's transferring it over. So you would just continue to do this. Last name, name, text input. There are a couple preset ones. So for, let's say, email, you go down here to presets. You're definitely going to want to enter the email one just because it'll map correctly. And then phone number, you can map that one as well here by going to phone number. It's just set up in that way to map it correctly. But really the biggest aspect that you have to remember here is when you're creating this data field of this data form, you're going to want to set these up exactly how you have your CSV files. So go into your CSV file, take a look at that top line and see how they're spelled out, and then just enter it accordingly. There's a way for you just to download a CSV file from here. So then you have this exact form, then you can transfer that information over and then you can push that through. So then all of it comes out correctly. But why we have it set up in this format is because this same entry point that you would be bringing your CSV files for, these forms, you'll be able to add them onto your website. So then those could be entry points as well into the CRM. So if you add this form onto your website by um, copying this embed script and adding it onto your website, you'll have this on your website. And whenever any one of your potential clients clicks their information here through, it'll enter into your leads. But that is what a data form is. That's what it looks like. You'll want to create one for your CSV files and also for your Facebook if you do have leads coming in through Facebook. But from here, now that you have your lead form created, you can go into add leads, and then now you have your data forms right here. So new custom CSV file, you can oh sorry, it's not that one. You would enter it right here. So let's say you want to import your leads, choose the lead format, so custom CSV files, and then from there you would be able to choose your file and download. And also, like I mentioned, you can just download the CSV file template. And from there, you can just enter all your leads onto that. So you know that everything's going to be coming through correctly. And then for your labels, you don't have to worry too much about that. But you would just click import, and that's how you would get your CSV files through.